action. And this time, ladies, we got to feel another death battle. And this time, ladies, we got to feel once again, ladies, Marvel versus DC. We got to feel the Scarlet Witch versus Zantanna death battle. If you guys don't know, I just finished reacting to Harley Quinn versus Jinx, and for me to welcome back to Death Battle, let's just say that it happened once again. Every time we act to Death Battle, I get angry and I lost. But no, overall, ladies, I highly enjoyed our Death Battle. The animation, everything about it was such an amazing, but still pretty upset because of that, because, yeah, come on, Harley, you can do better. But no, I enjoyed that Death Battle highly, ladies. But this time, ladies, we got to feel another DC. But this time, ladies, we got to feel Marvel versus DC. So I have zero idea who I'm rooting for. So I guess when it's done talking about the characters, I'm going to give my final guess who I'll be rooting for, ladies. Today, ladies, I'm going to react to another Death Battle, Scarlet Witch versus Zantanna. So let's get started. And before I start this video, ladies, I don't own any movie footage. I don't own any music. I don't own any TV show first that was in this video, ladies and gentlemen. They belong to the rightful owners, ladies and gentlemen. The way link of this video will be in the description below. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Scarlet Witch versus Zantanna, Marvel versus DC, death battle. And 3, 2, 1, let the death battle begin, baby. So I have no idea who I'm rooting for. I have to wait. Oh, once again, I miss you, Death Battle.
Crimson Queen of Chaos.
True.
DC's
I'm watching the Batman show with Zantanna, and she is beautiful.
Reshape creation to their whims.
And there are those who just like to put on a hell of a show.
Yeah!
Don't mess with them if you know what's good for you.
I think that's what I saw.
I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
I have no idea who I'm rooting for.
Who would win.
I guess we have to wait until they talk about it.
Though we may drift day by day,
Doctor Strange, can't wait for the movie! Once again, I still need to watch the Spider-Man movie, and I keep avoiding spoilers because I cannot wait to watch
every
it.
Star, galaxy, universe, all within the grasp of a single
can't wait for the Into the Spider-Verse
at her whim. Imagine the danger we're all in if you piss her off.
Yeah, because she will, let's just say, let's shoot and mess you up.
Scarlet Witch. As a kid, she and her brother Pietro were poor Romani, who were lucky enough to be turned into superpowered freaks by the High Evolutionary.
And Mom wasn't a fan.
Able to control her
Avengers: Age of Ultron is one of my favorite Avengers movies. Don't have me lost
control.
A long time anymore.
Until who would show up but the mutant master of magnetism himself, Magneto.
Oh,
definitely
Magneto,
some big
man.
dad energy there.
So, to return Magneto's kindness, she and Pietro joined his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Right? Name there, Magneto.
Yeah,
that
name
long
is
before she traded her supervillain creds for a membership with the Avengers, which might have been a bit too much for poor Wanda because she definitely drew the superpower short stick.
By
she
waving
can
her
be
hands,
crazy sometimes. Like she can get out of control.
Subtly altering the probability of any event happening.
That's a cool way of saying she could do like one magic-y thing per fight and then be totally useless.
Well, in the movie, she does everything she can, like that.
Not exactly the same oomph as, say, the God of Thunder or the Jolly Green World Breaker.
But something
like
strange was happening.
Civil War, which is one of the best movies of all time. Like that beginning scene.
She learned
to it was crazy.
Time, drain and absorb energy, duplicate herself and others, teleport to different dimensions, and strip others of their powers entirely.
It was almost as if there was more to Wanda than just being some random science experiment.
Yeah, and person to love
on the
Vision.
deepest trenches of character history. Jocelyn, if you will.
In reality, Wanda's powers weren't entirely the result of the High Evolutionary, nor was she the mutant daughter of Magneto, as he's claimed. Her powers weren't just some simple hexes. She might as well have been a god. Until now, she had merely been dipping her toes into the vast ocean known as chaos magic. Though her powers may have seemed to be the byproduct of science, they were in reality the gift of the Lovecraftian elder god Cthon, who attempted to turn Wanda into his future vessel.
Reminds me of my summers by the sea with old Uncle Yogg-Sothoth.
In time, Wanda discovered she could alter the probability of anything she could think of, turning a mathematical impossibility into an absolute certainty, and vice versa. Wanda's powers kept growing and growing, turning her into a being strong enough to rival even the mightiest of gods.
True.
Literally, Wanda's chaos
Like in the
magic
movie,
is
she became
counterpart to
stronger and
Phoenix
stronger
Force,
and
the
stronger.
embodiment of cosmic order. You know,
And then she joined the Avengers, and then she got a little weak, but stronger at the same
and even
time.
briefly erased it from existence.
At her height, the Scarlet Witch achieved total control over energy, the weather, the elements, your mind, your body, your
Mind
soul,
specifically.
all of time, all
Mind
of matter,
specifically.
and all of reality. She can
That's her
wipe you
main
from
point.
existence
If
with
she
a
gets
thought
to your
and rend
head,
the very fabric
you're
of
done.
the universe as though it were tissue paper.
She isn't even limited to chaos magic either. They might not have been what made her a god, but the High Evolutionary's experiments did make her more receptive to channeling magical energy. Oh, maybe that's why Mama Boomstick always warned me about redheads.
She's so receptive.
Oh,
in
come
fact
on, she
that
looks
Wanda is the
beautiful.
lone nexus
Absolutely
being of
love
the
her costume.
616
Her old school
reality,
costume.
a focal point for the
Mwah.
universe's
So
magical
beautiful and
energy,
so
and one
good.
that belongs equally to all other timelines.
It's no wonder she was considered a candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, shit, why wasn't she? She might as well be a walking, talking Infinity Gauntlet.
Well, she may have the power of a god, she's still stuck with a human's body that can be overpowered by physically stronger foes. Though, she also survived being shot with a black matter bullet capable of,
what?
and I quote, world-shattering energy. So there's that.
She doesn't technically need to be able to think of a spell in order to get it to happen, so she could theoretically be blitzed. But she's also blocked Thor's galaxy-crossing hammer, kept up with dudes like X-Man who can fight within plank time, and even amp her own speed beyond the concept of speed herself.
Despite being far and away the mightiest among Earth's mightiest heroes, Wanda resented the pressure of her incredible power. She actually wanted a quiet life as a
with
wife
Vision,
and a mother.
But because no one in comics is allowed to have a happily ever after, that life was
True,
taken from her
true.
by literal Satan. Not the last time he'd do this, too. Wanda snapped, and she took the multiverse with her.
By tapping into an inconceivable
I
and
got a
unknowable
feeling a
pool of
new
energy
Doctor
known as the
Strange
Light Force,
movie.
Wanda
Let's
rewrote
just say
all of
that
reality,
Scarlet
creating a new
Witch
universe
is
where life
about
was
to
just
get
how she wanted
crazy
it.
and
No
scary.
matter
in that
whose
movie.
life she had to change. In this House of M, she had her family back, but at the cost of her sanity.
And it wasn't long before it all came crashing down around her. Once her family and friends discovered the lie of their new lives and turned against her, she uttered 3 fateful words and erased nearly all of mutant kind.
Jeez!
No more mutants.
Wanda wielded her
Jeez.
magic throughout all of existence, created cracks across reality which spread throughout the omniverse, and
She
threatened to
is
annihilate all
scary.
of creation. The
I didn't know
entirety
about
of
that.
Marvel's infinite cosmology.
Because of course she wasn't like
Everything
the
that ever
wasn't
was.
one of my
Shit
favorites
got dark.
Marvel,
And
but I
while Wanda
did
has
love
worked to
her
keep her
in the
powers
movies
in check
a lot.
since then, that threat is always there. But honestly, that sounds more like a problem for anyone who's stupid enough to get in her way.
Both a blessing
Yeah,
and a
don't
curse.
get away
And
because
a
she
hex.
can
Such is the
let
true
put you to
power
sleep
of
and
the
turn you
Scarlet
crazy.
Witch.
And I love it.
This is
Okay?
Come
Oh,
on,
here we go.
come on To see the
It's been a while
magnificence
since I
of
watched the
Hannah
old DC
Zantanna,
cartoons,
for
but
never
those
was there
were
a
the
greater
best.
professor of prestidigital performance.
Better than DC movies.
magic.
But hey,
Except
who knows?
Zatanna
DC's
spells
getting
aren't just
better.
Musketeers, they're the real deal. So you're really getting your money's worth.
She learned everything she knew from her father, Giovanni Zatara.
I
who put his
really
powers to
love the
good use as one of
design.
DC's very
Like, that
first
is easily one of my
superheroes.
favorite
No
DC
joke,
design.
he's the guy who
I
taught
way love
Batman
her.
everything he knows about escape artistry. He debuted the same issue as Superman, and the young Zantanna was more than happy to serve as his assistant.
Oh,
learning everything
really?
He knew about the cutthroat world of entertainment. Oh, and
Yay!
shit too, but the
Yay,
former is
clapping,
way worse.
yay!
She inherited her father's incredible mystical abilities as well. Essentially,
what's
anything
that?
Zatanna thinks of, she can
Oh,
make
it's
real.
the DC
And she
superhero
focuses
girls,
this
little
absurdly
cartoon.
powerful ability by speaking her desired effect backwards. Her father based this technique on the diaries of Leonardo da Vinci, who some
Really?
theorize wrote backwards in order to hide his ideas from the repressive medieval Catholic Church.
Or because he was left-handed.
Oh no!
That's another
The
theory.
worst kind of them all.
Fun.
And Zatanna's
Because I'm
apparently
right-handed.
big-brained enough
I
that she
cannot
has
write
no
left-handed
problem
because
speaking backwards
left-handed.
at the drop of a
I don't know
hat,
you.
like when
I'm
these
sorry for
women do
saying
keep
this, but
reversing
how you
time
guys
in the
do
middle of their
it?
sentences.
Like it's
She started
impossible for
speaking
me.
in
This is
palindrome
so
so
impossible
that she'd
for me.
still be speaking backwards no matter what. I mean, you know what they say, Wiz? Go hang a salami. I'm a lasagna hug.
Never heard of that.
Zatanna has
But
bent
hey,
the laws
that's a
of
nice word.
reality
That's
to
a nice
her
word right
whims.
there.
She's transmuted matter on an atomic level, teleported across dimensions, commanded the elements, turned invisible, removed powers, cast illusions.
I mean, of
read
course,
and
she's a
controlled
magician
minds,
and
tried
magic
to
and basically
stop
wizard.
time, and can even wipe people from existence with a single word.
It might not seem obvious from
like
that
hi,
Tokyo Castle
yeah,
getup,
I would not
but
get close
Zatanna's
to
one of the most powerful sorcerers in DC. Like the time she battled the Time Tailor Zor, an old enemy of the Spectre. You know, the angel of God's divine wrath.
In order
What?
to defeat an opponent of such unimaginable power, Zatanna focused her magical might into shattering the boundaries of reality.
Whoa.
She reached out beyond the very comic panels themselves and pulled Zor's entire magical universe down
What?
around them. She literally handled all of reality like it was a sheet of paper and crumpled it in her hands.
That might seem completely incomprehensibly impossible to us.
Yeah,
but it's all a
and
matter of
crazy.
belief. Literally, as long as Zatanna
That's comic
believes
books
she
for
can
you,
do
but
something
hey,
with her magic,
it's still
she'll
awesome.
do it.
As she puts it, her magic is essentially asserting one reality, then replacing it with another. This is similar to other magical characters like Dr. Fate and Green Lantern, whose powers have been stated to work the exact same way.
But it's
True,
not
but
like any
if
rando
Dr.
can do
Fate
magic
takes
by
out his
wishing on a
helmet,
star.
it's game
Zatanna
over.
is genetically
Because that helmet
predisposed to this kind of
controls,
magical reality
like, the
warping.
person.
Her mom was in actuality a Homo Magi, a subrace of humans that are naturally adept at magic.
So it's no wonder that Zatanna became an invaluable member of both the Justice League of America and Justice League Dark.
Whoa.
The Shadow the Hedgehog version, basically.
Zatanna harnessed an entire year's worth of sunlight
So
into
she's
a single
basically
energy
a
blast,
good guy
creating
and a bad
eruptions
guy?
across all of space and time
Like,
throughout the
another
DC
war, it's an
multiverse,
anti-hero.
and has even claimed she's as powerful as Superman himself.
Really?
3 Crisis Superman, in case you were wondering. Her only limit is her imagination and will. In fact, her backward speaking is mostly a stagecraft tradition meant to boost her concentration.
In a pinch, she can cast a spell with a single thought, and I doubt anyone's winning a quick draw with her. She's matched superheroes like Martian Manhunter, who scanned every mind on Earth in a blank instant. Or how
Whoa.
about Dr.
Well, of
Fate,
course,
whose
'cause Martian
magic traveled
Manhunter
across
is
the
easily one of the
universe at
strongest.
completely
Wait, what?
immeasurable velocity of God.
She pulled the
Zatanna has fended
oh.
off countless reality-shattering threats like the
But yeah,
Eldritch
Martian
Upside
Manhunter
Down
is
Man,
easily one of the
Primordial
strongest.
Darkness,
If I'm supposed to play one of the
Incarnate,
strongest
and the Void
DC,
Beyond
like
Creation,
Kyoto's my
Proliant.
personal opinion.
This shadow goop lady ate all of DC Comics, all of creation, everything. Gods,
What?
demons, rabbits, and spandex, everything. And
Jeez,
Zatanna's
dude.
magic was strong enough to hold her back.
And then, after secretly implanting Swamp Thing inside Proliant, she weaved a spell within him to literally regrow all of reality back in seconds.
Well,
Zatanna tricked a being
Okay.
older than God and then blew her ass up from the inside with a whole new omniverse. Abraca goddamn dabra.
Such is the almighty power
you
of
got that right.
will. Should it falter though, or should her focus be disrupted, it could all come crashing down like a house of cards. Belief is a fragile thing after all, and her powers were weakened for a time after she lost belief in herself.
And she's definitely got one big weak point. She's a huge daddy's girl.
Despite her amazing career,
So she
has
loves her
struggled
dad,
within
okay.
herself to live up to her father's legacy,
Aw.
especially after his heroic death.
And this MFer has
So,
died a lot of times.
I believe
be
that I'm on
careful,
Zantanna's
RPG,
side.
Especially after dating John
Because the
Constantine.
way they
I can
talk
just
about,
smell the
yeah, I got a
lager
feeling that she might
itself floating
win.
from here. No, wait, that's me.
Questionable romance aside, Zatanna is a consummate professional raised on one singular principle. The show must go on.
Yep.
She'll always finish strong with a standing ovation.
Yeah, I got Zantanna. I got Zantanna. Yeah, I got Zantanna's side.
All right, the
Because the way
combatants
that she did in the
are
comic books and everything,
possible.
yeah, I think I got Zantanna's side.
Time for a
Death battle!
With
Let's get
magic.
started with magic. Let's get started. I'll get Zantanna's side.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Let's do this, baby. Oh, abracadabra, eh? What? Ooh, look, we got here. We got another magician. It's all part of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
What sort of 2-bit sorceress do you think you are? 2-bit?
Oh. Oh, she used the backward spell.
Perhaps I was being generous.
Oh. Oh, come on, come on.
All part of the show, folks.
All part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Just please sit down, eat your popcorn. Rabbits? Whoa. Whoa, odds.
Huh?
Huh? Wait, Super... Oh. Wait, what? Superman?
I'd say this calls for an Avenger.
Oh! Oh! Whoa! It's all that DC and Marvel to fight each other. Like I said, I'm moving the show some more. Whoa! Wonder Woman, Thor!
Do you know the difference between you and I? Power!
Oh! Come on, Zantanna, you got this!
The difference is...
Oh!
Presentation!
I love it!
And I know a trick when I see one.
Oh, please show us the trick, baby! Huh? It's working. Oh, whoa! Whoa, where are we?
Universes. You can't run forever. Now make like a magician and disappear.
Never! Oh, I was saying never! Oh, you better watch out! Oh! We're done. We are done. No, we are not done. Zantanna, you got this. Come on, Zantanna, come on! Come on, come on, come on! No. No. Zantanna?
Disappearing act was the first thing Dad ever taught me. For my final trick,
Huh? Wait, what?
no more witches.
Huh?
And that's our show, ladies and germs.
Let's go! Let's go! Yes, yes! Oh, that was amazing!
Analyzing this matchup was like walking on a tightrope. It could
Oh, let's go! Yes!
At the end of the day, both
Beat
these
that
ladies
Scarlet
could do
Witch!
basically anything with their magic. All they had to do was think and shit would happen. They were totally even. At her peak, Wanda was able to threaten the stability of all creation.
Oh, I got scared for a second. I got scared for a second.
Who could do the exact same thing. And despite some differences, the omniversal cosmologies of Marvel and DC Comics are roughly equivalent in size and scope. All that
Yeah,
was left for us
basically
to look
true,
at
because they're
was
all
our
a
weaknesses.
big
While
universe.
both were as powerful as one another, Wanda needed to tap into the life force to reach that pinnacle, and doing so threatened her sanity.
Let's take a closer
Yeah,
look
if
at the
Wanda
events
get
surrounding
close to
House of X, where Wanda's
Zantanna,
powers
Zantanna will
were
immediately be over.
Despite admitting
Because
that
for
she
example,
was
like
way
Thanos snap
stronger,
and
Doctor
bam,
Strange
like,
managed
she would
to
be
get
over.
the best of Wanda with a cool head and a spell that briefly knocked her out cold.
His wits against her mental instability were enough to turn the tide.
To be clear, this instability definitely wouldn't affect her power. She was
Really?
still strong enough to create a completely new alternate reality and then erase it.
Yeah,
just as
technically,
easily.
yeah.
What it would do is leave her open.
Also, take her No More Mutant spell. As insanely powerful as it was to affect the whole of Marvel's creation,
Yeah.
it wasn't entirely successful. There was still a tiny portion of Earth's mutant population left unaffected.
Really?
likely due to interference from Strange and Emma Frost.
Against Zantanna, who is just as strong and not losing her mind, she wouldn't be able to afford that kind of lapse, even for an instant.
On the other hand, Zantanna has managed to maintain her willpower fighting foes just as strong as the Scarlet Witch, so
Yeah,
she didn't
like
have the
Superman.
same kind of exploitable weakness.
Like she
And
just said
remember,
she could
doesn't
defeat
actually
Superman.
need to say her spells backwards.
It helps with her concentration, but all her spells come from her mental impulses, just like Wanda. She's consistently pulled off non-verbal spells in the past, even against beings as strong as Pralaya.
In the end, Z definitely had enough experience fighting smart and keeping on her toes.
Yes,
to
she
hang with
did.
Wanda and get
Because
the
she
finishing
had
blow.
the tricks
While there
up
were
her
definitely
sleeve.
versions of this battle that could have ended with Wanda victorious, Zatanna's cooler head
Yes.
and effortless magic
Like if
allowed
Wanda
her
could get
to
close,
prevail.
so she would be
I
done.
guess you could say Wanda never saw it coming. And Zantanna makes him off turf.
Okay,
The
calm
winner
down.
is Zatanna.
Oh yes, 1 point for me winning and 1 point for losing. Oh, it felt good. Okay, let's see who's next.
You'll get unique emotes, badges, and additional.
That was a
content,
good
and
death
bunch
battle, not
more.
gonna lie.
Click the join button to see more info, and thanks so much for watching.
Okay, let's see who's next. JoJo! 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 That was the JoJo! Oh, man. Oh, like, is it part 1 JoJo? Because the way, yeah, it looks like part 1 JoJo. And Tanjiro? How's he gonna do that? You guys already know I love Demon Slayer. I have to go with Tanjiro. I have to go with Tanjiro. Oh, I love JoJo. I cannot wait, of course, for part 2 of Sun Ocean. I cannot wait for that. But oh man, how's that gonna work? Like the one to JoJo we saw, it looks like part 1. Like because if you guys don't know that doing part 1 JoJo, of course I haven't seen it for a while, but I still remember that of course at first he was of course a weak boy who stayed in training. Then almost to the end of part 1, he got strong and learned the power of using like a technique from the sun to defeat Dio and Tanjiro. Oh, Tanjiro can literally do everything like Wabi, him, and Conga, but both of them combined, and I can use sun breathing now. But here's the thing, like he needs to breathe and concentrate. But as for Jonathan Joestar, I gotta think he's gonna do something messed up. But overall, I'm still waiting for Tanjiro. I cannot wait for the next death battle. Yeah, but overall, I enjoyed this death battle. I was so scared that Scarlet Witch might win because, of course, when she gets close to that time, like sometimes it's done. Like if she gets close to her, she is done. Like Dennis, like bam, done. Like she'll be done. But overall, that performance was magnificent. Like. So guys, that is my reaction to Death Battle Scarlet Witch vs. Zantanna. We're listening of this death battle. Leave in comments below. I don't own any TV show footage. I don't own any footage. I don't own any music that was in this video, ladies and gentlemen. They belong to Marvel and DC rightful owners, ladies and gentlemen. The link of this video will be in the description below. Make us subscribe, like my other videos. See you guys in the next video. You want to see a magic trick? I'm gonna disappear. A 3, 2, 1, bam! Oh, you gotta stay here. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.